Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
All right, we live. We live. Tapped in early with y'all.
Facts. The prize is the soul, y'all.
All right.
The prize is the soul.
Tapping in early with y'all. We're going to get into these topics real quick. Nicki Minaj woke up this morning choosing violence after all this shit came out about Jay-Z and the Epstein and the Grammy Awards. And, a lot of stuff that's taking place right now. So everybody got something to say. Everybody, speaking on
I
it.
hate when these celebrities go talk political like this.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be real, because they all fake, because they all
Right.
do the same stuff. So
This shit, they done made Lizzo delete her goddamn TikTok. She didn't cause so much backlash. She deleted her whole damn TikTok. She got 26.3 million, and she deleted that joint. Like,
stick to
damn.
singing, stick to singing.
Yeah.
Stick to music.
Maybe she shouldn't have spoke on that Jay-Z shit. Maybe she jumped out the window with that with Beyonce. I know they want to cater to Beyonce and Jay and all, but
Stick
some
to
shit
music.
some shit you probably should just leave alone. Now look, you delete your TikTok and all that. You know what I mean? Your brand deals be dwindling and shit. Like certain shit you just should stay out of. You know what I mean? And so
They
Lizzo
need to
jumped the
take an
gun.
example from what's his name, DJ Khaled.
Right.
See how people trying to pressure him to talk about the Palestine stuff, but he ain't mentioned it one
He
time.
ain't mentioned it
And
one
look,
time.
he doing good.
He said he doing good.
I'm just being real. Like that's just
That nigga doing
he
good.
doing good because he ain't
Right.
mentioned, he ain't talk about any of it.
Yeah, Lizzo need to stay. Yeah, let me pull this joint up real quick. So y'all know since Jay-Z she came out with the Epstein controversy, Lizzo took it upon herself to go on TikTok and and speak on it, basically defending Jay-Z. And she got attacked in the comments pretty bad. Like they went in on her and basically canceled her. So now she she deleted her whole TikTok based off of that. So let's go ahead and get into what she said about Jay real quick. All right, in the Epstein situation.
Go into glam.
Let me know we good on the audio.
Yep, we good on the audio.
Oh shit. I have to. It's really frustrating to me because there are 3 million files, right? 3 million documents in the files, because over the course of however long this man has been doing these crimes, every email, every text message, everything just in general about this man's life has been put into these files to scan for illegal activities, right? Every text message you sent to somebody, if you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is every person in your phone, is every email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, does that make that person complicit? Does that make that person a bad guy? No, it doesn't. One more thing before I go into glam. The same thing with the Diddy stuff. I told y'all, the media is so smart. They're going to make you so distracted with celebrity names that you're not going to focus on the problem. You think every party that Diddy ever threw was a freak off and people were fucking and slipping and sliding on baby oil? No. That man had birthday parties. That man had Easter gatherings. That man had Super Bowl parties. That man had Christmas parties, Halloween parties, regular parties. And so now they're saying Mom Donnie's mom, who's a filmmaker, they're like, oh, she's on the Epstein list because she was on a guest list for Ghislaine Maxwell's like showing of a political film once. Hey, you're distracted. You just want Mom Donnie to be a bad guy or his mom. A girl can, the same thing with the Diddy stuff. A girl can go to a movie premiere. You think Ghislaine Maxwell woke up every single day trafficking children? No. We're losing the plot. And it's just like the American people in the comments. I knew she was wrong. Jay-Z, I knew he was. What did it say Jay-Z did? He was there in 1996. Come on, people. Like, y'all are falling for it. It's the easiest, oldest trick in the book. And honestly, I'm losing faith in the average intelligence of the American person. Because, come on. Just because somebody's name is mentioned in a 3 million document file of a person's life who's been lived over crimes who've spanned decades, doesn't mean that every single person is an accomplice. He could be mentioned. He referenced Jay-Z once. He was like, oh, we could learn from Jay-Z's business model. Why are y'all? Where's the crime? Y'all can go to a focus. Anyways, y'all, focus.
All right, so y'all already know they was named in the files. So Lizzo, let's get to Nicki Minaj. All right, let me pull this
I mean,
up.
what she said made sense though, because
Makes
I
sense,
mean,
yeah.
Diddy did throw a lot of different parties. All the parties wasn't the freak off. She was right about that part.
Yeah, man,
And we don't know
yeah.
what type of real relationship that Jay had with Epstein. Like, we don't even know.
All right.
See, it ain't no real evidence coming out in these files. They just
Not
showing
yet.
pictures
Yeah,
and I mean, people
yeah.
who he was just around. Like, just because they was in the same room and you took a picture of them, don't even mean that they was engaged in all of the acts that they claim. You know, just think about it. If you had an event and you take a picture with somebody, years later it ends up in a file where this person was doing things and you ain't know it, and you just took a picture with that person that night. How did that's ruining people's brands? So I understand that, but we don't know. We don't know what Jay did. He's not innocent or guilty at this point, because
Yeah,
he
because he
never
not
been
come out right.
tried. He
Yeah,
never been
tried in
tried.
court.
Right.
And then you know what else? We stick strictly to, you know what I mean, like the court, like let the courts decide. Like if he's being investigated and things coming out, then you gotta go according to
Right.
whatever whatever
Not
comes out
social
as far as the
media.
not social. Yeah, because now the new thing is the person is convicted by public opinion.
Right.
That's the new thing now. The court of public opinion, you guilty based on public opinion. So that's what people going by. And it does damage these niggas' brands. It does.
Oh yeah.
So Nicki Minaj responded to Lizzo on her like Nicki woke up on a whole rampage on her Twitter. So she said Fat Lizzo lost 300 pounds just to sell 300 albums. So now she has lost her now she has loose skin and a flop album. This is crazy. So let's go ahead and get into. I guess she responded to this video that Lizzo put out about her basically switching sides and going over to Trump side. So this is Lizzo, her responding to this Lizzo video. Let's get into it.
Text like about
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Nikki, and I'm like, what are you talking
Clear.
about? I didn't even know.
Huh? We good on
Clear.
sound?
It's clear.
Okay.
Good.
Then, I researched and saw what was going on. And I'm going to say it like this. Celebrities' opinions of other celebrities does not matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. So my opinion of her does not matter. But what I will tell you is you're about to see an influx of people who see that it is more profitable and more beneficial to join that side. You're going to see it. It already started, and it's going to continue. This is his first year. This is Trump's first year as president. We got 3 more years of people who are going to surprise you. And it's going to hurt your feelings and it's going to disappoint you. And you have to know that, like, there's money behind everything. There are privileges behind every move people in these positions make. And I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but you speaking from it. She's speaking like that ain't go for both sides. Like whether you choosing Democrat, Republican, it's incentive for celebrities when they choose either side. So that's the game. That's part of the political game. Period. she making it look like that just because Trump in office, and a lot of people going to jump ship and go over to Trump. All right, well, the Democrat, next president become is a Democrat, then niggas might switch sides and jump over there. Like these celebrities are only bound to the bread, to the
To
check.
the highest check they can
Yeah,
get
It's
from
it's
whatever
about the check.
political party. If the
Yeah, it's
political
about the
party, if the
check.
right is giving them a big check, they with the right.
Yeah,
The left
cause
is giving them a big check, they with the left.
yeah, cause when Nicki was with Democrats, she was talking that shit about Melania Trump and all that shit on stage and all that. Then when she switched sides, she started talking about the other side. Like it's about the check with them, man. So
Yeah,
I ain't really surprised by any of that shit.
facts.
Like, all right, so we gotta get into before we get into that. She went at Chrissy. Yo, that chick Chrissy Teigen is kind of weird though. John Legend wife, she weird as shit. Like she is weird. She like you could tell she kind of weird. People like, damn, is that nigga handler? Cause she be doing and saying a lot of shit. So so the boy Trevor Noah did no what's his name? Trevor Noah. They did the Grammys. They did the Grammys. The Grammys came on yesterday. So he took a whole stab at Nicki, and Chrissy Teigen was sitting there laughing. Her and John Legend was sitting there laughing and joking and shit while Trevor Noah was, doing his thing. And I'm trying to get to it. Hold on. Is this it? Oh no, that's the Lizzo one. Hold on. I thought I had posted this shit. Yeah, here it go. Is this it? All right, so she did respond to Chrissy. She said everyone knows Chrissy Teigen has a has a dick, allegedly. So I don't know what they mean by by that Chrissy Teigen got a dick. I guess she insinuating that she was a man that became trans. I don't know. But I was trying to get to that video real quick. I thought I had it on
I
here.
don't know. It seemed like, since she got that little Trump card, she out here attacking Democrats. Nicki Minaj is. So
Right.
you already know that's some propaganda type stuff cooked up by
Yeah.
Trump. But even though the people who's controlling the whole show control the left and the right, so that don't even matter. But the left and the right still have to fight amongst each other, on TV and on social media.
Yeah.
'Cause that's just how they run the program. So their little minions, the people that vote for them and believe in what they do, the people who are brainwashed, could take their favorite side and go against the other side just to
Hmm.
divide the people.
Yeah.
It's about dividing the people. While behind the scenes, all those politicians work together,
Right.
guaranteed.
Damn, I thought I had the
It's like the WWE.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
the Undertaker was beefing with Hulk Hogan, in front of the camera. But then, when the cameras are off, they go have a beer together.
Yeah. Sniff cocaine, do
Yeah,
steroids, and have a beard. Right.
right. Because
Right.
they call it political theater. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we could keep playing the game if we want. All that's happening is they putting us in the poorhouse and distracting us with with this nonsense. We
Right.
keep putting this Epstein stuff out there. Nobody getting arrested. Nothing real is being done about anything. It's just a bunch of internet chatter.
Yeah, it's like internet chatter, entertainment. Yeah,
Right.
not like in the real, and it, according to that, real shit happened to people. Yeah, I mean, for real, and
Exactly.
it's just like became a talking point online. Nobody's going to jail. Nobody's getting arrested. Like
Yeah, it's not taken
it's
serious.
not being taken serious, and I think it's being deliberate. I think they deliberately doing that on purpose, just to
Hmm.
test the waters to see what the general public gonna do. So they really testing to see. They really, testing the general public. Like, what y'all gonna do about it? Yeah, we getting away with all this shit. What y'all gonna do about it? Because
Hmm.
nobody's going to jail. But like you said, they might be getting a whole bunch of phone calls. Like the representatives might be getting a whole bunch of Congress might be getting a whole lot of phone calls from the general public,
Oh, we
and that's
can't
why
say
they
nobody's going to jail though, because only don't forget low level Negroes
right,
who
right, right,
so
right,
called they said were billionaires. They throw them
right,
in
right,
prison.
right,
You know what I mean?
right,
R.
right,
Kelly was in there. You know what I mean? Diddy. They had Bill in there, but I don't know. Bill went out the back. Bill went in through the front and came out the back.
right.
So I don't even know what the hell is going on with that situation. They still bringing his name up.
Yeah, they still bringing Bill name up. They try to say Bill admitted to drugging women and shit. Like
Yeah.
his representative that came out and said Bill ain't say such a thing. He ain't say such a thing.
Oh man, every single person here, John Legend, Billie Eilish, Phineas, Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here.
We know if y'all can hear that. Is it playing?
Yeah.
She
Yep.
She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nicki. I know they say it's you, but it's me. Wop, wop, wop. Look at it. Look at it, baby.
That was kind of corny. That was a corny joke anyway. Trevor Noah. Yeah, good impression of Trump,
They
but
be corny as hell on them. Those jokes be
corny.
corny as hell on them award shows. That Chris
That
Rock
joint was
G.I. Jane joke, that was corny.
Yeah, that joint was corny.
That G.I. Jane joke was corny as hell. He
Yeah,
got smacked for a corny joke.
right, that joint was corny.
Yeah, that joint was mad.
Nicki responds. She said Trevor refuses to come out the closet when everyone in the industry knows his boyfriend allegedly. So she's saying basically saying the boy gay and all that. So that, but you know what I mean? Of course, you gotta expect it to be a theater when it comes to Nicki joining Trump and the other they still playing that that political game. You know how they do. It ain't no real. People be acting like it be real, like this shit be real, like it be real beef, real smoke. Nah, this shit is all political theater for the people, for the people.
Agreed.
Chatter, 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 chatter. So, of course, Nicki, she been at it with Jay-Z and the whole thing when she tried to claim that Jay-Z basically caused her, hundreds of millions of dollars by blocking her behind the scenes from getting certain deals and tampering with her social medias and all that shit. So she feel like Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and all them is basically, you know, putting a pigeonhole on her career behind the scenes and shit like that. So she been going off on Jay-Z and Rock Nation and Desiree Perez and all them people for since last year. So of course, since this Epstein shit came out, she's been on it. So we gonna go ahead and get into some of the shit that she was been posting on there. So Nicki
Social
Minaj
media.
accuses Jay-Z of satanic baby sacrificing and being a child predator in recent expos. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I can read that. I got it.
You
She
got it?
said, yeah, she said, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you're a vote Democrat again, that's the agenda. See, now she got her Trump card. Now she's going at the Democrats. She said, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story times since I was trying not to say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying. Also, I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated until I tell you about all the sabotage this Rico is finding out about Billboard. Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of blood
Mm,
sacrifice to their god. Damn, she sounded like she was on one of those 4chan websites listening to
right,
about the deep state and
right.
Q and all that shit. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. They sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about abuse that I suffered. They've been trying to stall all my projects in hopes I lose a bunch of money and beg them for help. The leaders still think it's a joke. The destruction that's about to come down on them isn't funny. I told y'all to leave me alone. Now you'll understand why you should have just sat there and taken your meds.
Mm.
And she keep posting all these old pictures of Jay and
Yeah, calling them
him with Aaliyah,
pedo.
child
Yeah.
predator. Yep, hashtag
Right.
child predator. Maybe I should discuss the brainwashing techniques they use. Then she goes on and says, imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out here with a 16-year-old in this day and age, and how y'all would have his head on a platter. This guy
Mm-hmm.
was hugging and humping on teens in broad daylight. Next, I'll get on the owner of the shade room and more. So she going at the people at the
Yeah,
shade room.
shade room, right? Because they posted about Jay being in the Epstein files and they
Right,
deleted it. So they figured they must have got a call from Jay and them shade
right,
room to delete that shit.
right. So
So
as they do their ritual tonight, God Almighty will reveal himself to them. The ritual will backfire on them. God will not be mocked. Blessed is this mighty name of Jesus Christ. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned and put to shame. Watch. And then she'll put a little like a staff, like a little magic staff at the end of all of that. So you know what, man?
the people like, all right, well,
The chatter.
yeah, and then the people's like, all right, well, Nicki, you got a brother in jail for being pedo, and then your husband. But I'm like, all right, well, we don't give a fuck about Nicki Minaj or none of these niggas, but her brother in jail. There's no point for it. You know what I mean? That time came in, he's serving his time for that shit. And her husband doing, you know what I mean, he on the list. He's on the on that list and shit. So he ain't allowed to go, around, certain areas, shit like that, because he on that list. So that they already, paying their debt to society for that shit. So I don't know why people bring that shit up. Like,
Well, she's bringing it up because she's on a revenge type of
I
ordeal. You
I'm
know,
talking about,
she had problems with Jay. You know what I mean? As far as with
well,
her contracts and music and all that. And
yeah,
then Jay didn't even want to let Lil Wayne perform at the Super Bowl. So
right,
that's
right,
another attack on Young Money. So that it's personal. Same shit that 50 is doing to Diddy.
right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now Jay,
And
because
now Jay, because he want to do the
it's the
documentary.
competition.
Right. He wants to do the documentary and shit.
Yeah, he the way he see it is, oh, all right, we could clear the board now and get, you know what I mean, the competition. He don't
Right.
like the fact that Diddy, was messing around with his baby moms, and then as far as with Jay, Jay didn't even want 50 to perform at the Super Bowl also.
Yeah,
Trying
right.
to stop his money real quick till M was like, I ain't gonna do it
Yeah,
unless
he
50
ain't
do
let
it.
50 do it.
So this is like they're using this political shit to get their shit off on their revenge off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So 50 definitely gonna come with that documentary.
Yeah, right here. He said it. Yeah,
You
he
know what I'm
said
saying?
I should do a documentary on this shit.
Right.
All right. This is crazy, bro. Yeah, this is crazy.
I mean, we gotta see what's going, like that's why I said these artists, I don't listen to no celebrities when it comes to the political talk.
Nah.
Because we know most of them is doing it for a check, or they doing it for these type of games, like, oh, getting back at Jay, getting back at
I
Diddy.
did.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Oh, they the competition, got to clear them out. So you can't even take what they saying like serious. You
Right.
can't take. And then we just seen Nicki up there with Trump, hugging and kissing all over Trump's ass.
Right.
So we just seen that, and now she's talking about demon crack. She wasn't talking like that before.
Nah. Yeah, that's the part of, that's the political game. She
And then
gotta
we
say
can,
shit like that. She
right.
gotta say shit like that to play the part. Same thing when Snoop was saying all that shit about Trump and calling people Uncle Toms or people going up there kissing his ass and all. And what he do? When Trump got in office, he got the invitation and he went over there and joined them with with that whole crypto event they had. Snoop went out and performed, got paid and shit, So that's what they
Snoop
do.
always had a relationship with Trump.
Right. I wanted to tap into this Chrissy Tiegan video real quick. Let me play this, John.
Oh,
So
that
this is
old weird shit with Chrissy Teigen
all them
too.
tweets, bro. All them weird ass tweets. Like she just a weirdo, bro.
Yeah, she
Like
definitely be on
did
something.
she deleted like over 60,000. This the shit she was tweeting throughout, 2010 and on up. This the shit she was tweeting, and I don't understand how she was getting away with it. But maybe because the climate change and now that type of shit is not even accepted, even though it wasn't never accepted. But for some reason, she was getting away with tweeting all that weird shit. So let's get into this, man.
Tiegan exposed
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
herself with these horrific tweets.
Yep.
A few years ago, people were finding all of these disturbing old tweets from Chrissy Teigen's Twitter account before she mass deleted 60,000 tweets. She said seeing little girls do the splits half is just, I want to put myself in jail. A little boy in the pageant now, finally some eye candy for me. It always weirds me out how strong little toddlers' tummies can look, and I am aware of how absolutely disturbing that sounds. Accidentally went to the children's aquarium looking pretty pedo-bearish, cruising the parking lot. I'm bored. Really want to watch kids give birth. Where can I watch teens giving birth? MTV? I mean, that doesn't make sense, but I'll try. I just saw a baby that looked like a corn star, like a trashy do anything corn star. Is that wrong to think? He just said the cleanliest and best pleasure is to have with a 13-year-old. Chrissy Teigen exposed
I see.
herself with these
How
horrific
the hell?
tweets.
So they canceling everybody else. Why did she get canceled for all that weird shit? Like she was actually tweeting all that, and that junk, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's some weird shit. That, I don't know. What y'all think of that? What y'all think of this them Chrissy Teigen tweets and all that? It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's talking like she's a part of that club.
right.
She's talking like she's a part of that whole club, that whole Epstein type of scenery. I
Sheesh.
mean, you talking like that? Yeah, I don't know what she's
Hey,
talking about. She want to see kids give birth and whatnot. What are you?
yeah,
What?
that's
What?
crazy.
What you want to see that for? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Teigen on some weird. Teigen, you sure that ain't? You sure she ain't John Legend's handler and shit? Weird shit, bro. Oh, there's another John right here. When she did an interview, like I don't know if there's like a red carpet event, and the shit she said some shit about. Let me just play this, John. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Why you coming at Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj is not here. She is
Yep.
not. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass.
You need to be worried about the people sitting right in front of you. Your friends Chrissy Teigen and John Legend.
Public place, you did it. Probably the Obama thing.
John, what's it? Oh God!
Oh God!
John,
What?
what is your wife talking
Obama.
I don't know. We're not going to discuss
You're
that.
not going to discuss it.
We're not. We're not talking about it.
Not the White House.
It was not at the White House. That is
100%
correct.
not the White House.
He was not elected yet.
I'm in trouble now.
Now, excuse my language, but John, what the hell was that bitch talking about? What the hell were you doing with the Obamas? Before he was elected? You care to explain what's going on? Or maybe you can explain these tweets that your wife been tweeting out. Johnny and I are on the way to the Hollydale. Karina Belanoff is serving a nice 4-year-old cheese pizza. Cheese pizza? I heard that before. Where did I see that? Oh, maybe right here. Code words and terminology used by pedophiles to identify sexual preferences. Hot dog equals boy. Pizza equals girl. Cheese is little girl. That's a mighty big coincidence, John. Wouldn't you say so? I don't know about them people, Trevor. Maybe you should be worried about them. Stop focusing on Nicki Minaj. Let her do her thing. Stupid ass. Enough is enough. There's a lot of sick things going on in Hollywood, and people need to be investigated and locked up. Starting with John Legend and his wife. Jay-Z next.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's type shit. She was tweeting back then. Like, that's some weird shit. I don't know. Maybe Steve was testing the waters. Maybe she was testing the waters to see how people was gonna react to that shit. I
Well,
don't
that's how
know.
they. Well, that's what they doing. Period.
Right.
When they wanna normalize something, they usually release it in the media like that through they little celebrity influencers and all of that, just to test the waters, or they might have some politician come out and try to change things up, like, oh, we got to start supporting pedophilia now, stuff like that. Like, oh, I think everybody deserves love, even the kids. Like,
Yeah, they had
they
TED
start
Talk,
those
right?
types of movements. They start up those types of movements just to test, just to get people talking about it, so it won't be that taboo anymore. See, that's the what that old KGB agent was talking about, how they
Right,
basically brainwash people into accept things that they wouldn't normally accept.
right.
And that's basically what the job of these intelligence agencies. So that's why a lot of these celebrities do be working with the CIA and all of them.
You just say Jade America. You said it cost her Target cookware deal for her putting all that shit out.
Yeah,
She was doing too much. Yeah, she was just
right.
overboard with it. I don't know. She was over there high and shit, and just wilding out on. Just wilding out.
Well,
That
she
shit
probably
crazy.
being controlled though. Yeah, she
Yeah, right,
probably you
right,
talking about, she's what's the name's John Legend handler, but she got a handler too.
right, right, right,
And a
right,
lot of times these little MK Ultra Pro, they be just be using these celebrities as vessels. A
right,
lot of these celebrities, their mind don't even be their own.
right,
Like they have that much influence on these celebrities behind the scene, threats, blackmail, or threatening to take away they endorsements and all that. They get these
yeah,
celebrities to do whatever they want them to do. So if they
right,
want them to talk about a little bit of pedophilia online just to see where people heads at, just to see where their fan base heads are at, they do it. Why you think that those some of the modeling agencies be releasing those little pedophilia dolls and all that, and then dressing the
right,
kids up like I'm saying, they test the waters all the time.
right, right, right.
They all
Now
controlled.
now I wanted to get into this. This is the last thing we wanted to get into before we get out of here. Is y'all know about the Sloan Bella lady that be predicting the celebrities and shit and all that. Now
Hmm.
the way she predicted in this shit is kind of spooky. Like I don't know if she an agent or she be being told shit or she actually a psychic. I don't know. I don't know which way to go with it, but her shit be on point.
Mm.
I don't know this white lady like that. I don't really watch her shit like that. I seen her, cause she go viral. Her shit be going viral, so I be seeing clips, but I never really actually sat and watched her. I know a lot of people speak about her and all that, so I don't know if she a real psychic, a agent, or I don't know what she is. But according to this shit she was speaking in this, it was kind of spooky. So
Mm.
Sloan Bella predicted the Jay-Z scandal 2 years ago. This was in, I guess, 2004. Let's go ahead and get into this shit, man. Let's get into this shit.
See the
Let me know if y'all good. Y'all can hear it.
next 3 years. So we are in
Yep.
2024. This is whatever month this is. This is March, the beginning of 2024. So we are headed for the next 3 years, 25, 26, and 27, with the beginning initial stages of the knockdown when it comes to Jay-Z. He is not next in line. He is second to next in line because he's still attached to a hierarchy which encompasses financial, political, and just basically public. So he's not absolutely going to be taken down yet. The next 3 years, yes, there are steps where if he doesn't fall into line, he is going to be shaken up. Now, what I do see 3 years from now, him, his wife, and his kid, I see them with suitcases, and I literally see them leaving. So their residence will no longer be.
So according to that, the side little thing pop up article, whatever it said, Jay-Z, flew into the UK ever since this, um, you know, shit came out. Now they said they building homes. They got property over there in the UK. That's where they plan on moving. So that's what they saying. So let's continue seeing what she talking about.
I see the next 3 years. So we are in 2024. This is whatever month this is. This is March, the beginning of 2024. So we are headed in the United States. This is what I'm seeing. And this happens by 2027, if not sooner, 2025 through 2027. There is a leaving of the energy here. And there is a flipping of his personality. So what I'm seeing is a complete shift in his personality. This is a greed level. I want fame. I want success. I want money. It's not just I'm a businessman. And he is using his queen, which is Queen B, Beyonce, to help him maneuver in that fashion. But it's interesting because what I see is the wax is melting on the candle. So that tells me something as I'm saying it. I'm seeing them melt like wax candles. So the facade that they both have and that their family has is actually crumbling right now. You will see it within 3 years. There are legal troubles for Jay-Z that come up in November, and they come attached to another person, but not a person that you actually in the United States.
And that was weird. That was the shit that came over him with the Diddy shit. So that's weird that she predicted. That's why I said I don't know if she an agent or is she actually a motherfucking psychic or is she being told shit from the inside. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you could easily figure out this
But a
shit
pattern though.
because they
Right, yeah,
yeah,
pattern.
the
Right.
pattern because they've
Pattern.
been taking out these niggas. They went after Kanye. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He went after Diddy. Automatically
Bill,
they gonna
Bill
be
Cosby,
Bill
R.
Cosby, R.
Kelly,
Kelly, yeah,
yeah,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, right?
Like
Pat.
I mean, they build these individuals up just to tear them down.
Somebody said she probably was there. I don't know. I don't really know too much about this lady, but I've seen her, videos and stuff go viral. But I thought that was pretty interesting that she, you know, um, spoke about that because his name, like Jay-Z name is constantly coming up in the media and shit, like constantly. And
Right.
I don't know, and we know these people they targets. Like we know they're targets. We know they being targets and shit. So like we posted the other day that all the people that started unfollowing like the Kardashian and the NFL and Tina Knowles and all these different people unfollowed the Jay-Z Instagram page and shit. So
And
thing
don't
is they
forget, big artists who don't want to sell their masters, they going after
yeah,
them
that's
too.
right. Like Smokey
All the
Robinson,
big
he
artists who don't want to
right,
sell their
right,
masters back to the
right,
yeah. All the artists and all the artists who don't want to sell their music, back to the music to the record companies if they own their music and they not selling it back, they become a target instantly.
right. That's a fact.
So yeah,
That's a fact.
they become a target instantly. Y'all know Jay-Z owns his own music.
Right,
He owned majority of his own music and they already, tried to buy it back from him. He said no.
right.
Once you say no and they want
Yeah,
that
yeah,
music,
because they sent Gail King. Remember they sent let me see if
right,
I can pull that clip up. Gail King sent Gail King and shit in that interview at the Book of Hove where she asked him was he gonna sell his masters and shit. And he said no. And ever since then he been having issues.
right,
Name coming up in the media pretty often,
fact,
attached to a lot of wild shit with Diddy, wild shit with
right.
Epstein. Like, why is his name being attached to that shit? So
Yeah, it
because
wasn't before. The media always praised Jay-Z.
right,
You gotta think about the last decade or two. Jay-Z been getting praises in the media
yeah,
all the time.
right. They dedicated a whole big Brooklyn museum to his shit. Wrote his
Right,
lyrics on the wall like they was Bible scrolls and shit, like
right.
Bible verses all over the Brooklyn Museum. So yeah,
So
he
what
was getting
happened,
praised.
right? What
Right.
happened?
So that's like we said, the same media that builds you up to be the same media that destroys you at the end.
Facts.
Because
And
then
that's what they love doing.
your services are no longer needed. No more gatekeepers. They don't need these gatekeepers anymore. Basically, what they saying. We don't really need y'all guys. Um, thank you for your service though
And the
for the
fact
past
that
30
somebody
years.
like Smokey Robinson, who's been in the game for so long,
Right.
damn near 4 decades, 4 to
Right.
5 decades, he's been in the game. You never heard anything
Yeah.
bad about him.
Him or Bill.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't hear nothing. Oh, then all of a sudden, all this stuff comes in at once. Like, oh,
Mhm.
Smokey Robinson did this and did that, and that's only because he owns his masters,
Yeah, they don't
and
want to
he
feel
don't
that
want to sell them
Motown.
back to the yeah. He don't want
Oh,
to sell. He don't want to sell it back to the bigger companies. And
yeah,
the thing is, we ain't defending Jay or Smokey. We don't know what these
I
motherfuckers
don't know what
did.
these niggas been
We,
doing.
we they haven't been tried in court yet.
Right.
Like we like to see people get tried in court first before we start saying they're innocent or guilty.
Right.
At this
I
point,
mean,
they
that's the
none of
right
that.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Right. That's the right thing to do. I mean, you
Except for
can't.
me, but the politicians, they guilty. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everybody from the government and the politicians and
Right.
all these
It's
feds
evident.
and all that shit, they
Right.
guilty. I don't care what nobody
Right. The
say.
evidence is right before our eyes with the government.
Hell yeah.
Like you invading countries and genocide and
Right.
bombing countries and the citizens over there, you bombing
Right.
the citizens and yeah, I
Chemical
mean
biological
by
warfare
warfare,
on its
right,
own
poison
citizens.
right, facts. Poisoning our food and shit like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What
y'all
happened to
guilty.
them?
Yeah, y'all niggas is guilty. It's evidence right there. Right. But far as this shit here, we'll wait to see what comes of this. Right now, there's no, the same shit happened with Russell Simmons, and he ran off to Bali and shit and live in another country because shit hair got too heated for him. So they saying that's what Jay and and them planning to do. Um, escape into the UK and shit because they saying they own property and shit over there. But and is when people saying that Beyonce plan on divorcing the nigga and all that. Like we don't know none of that. We don't know if that's true or not. That's just people talking around the campfire and shit.
That's people doing that
That's true or
for
not.
views and clicks.
Yeah. So
The whole social media content creation is flooded right now.
Yeah.
It's oversaturated. So
Right.
people put some of the most outrageous things out there just so they could get the clicks and the views. So we gotta keep that in mind too when we sifting through all this bullshit out here.
Right.
Cause some of them Jones just be rumors. Like we don't know if they skipping town or they just purchasing property over there in the UK because they could do that. We don't know what the hell they doing.
Yo,
We don't
double
know.
tap the screen, like this video, please.
We don't know if Jay's packing his bags to run or not.
Nah, we don't know that.
We don't know that.
I mean, shit kind of heated here for him. Shit is kind of heated here for him. Nigga,
Oh
named
yeah,
the
I
meeting
ain't no doubt
next to
about that.
Epstein.
Hell
Like,
yeah,
shit
is
hot
heated
right
for
now.
all those celebrities though.
Right.
Think about it.
Right.
All them
Shit is hot.
celebrities are under the gun right now. Any of them could get it.
Right.
Any of them could get it.
This shit hot right now.
Either by the people or by the establishment. Like
Right.
Lizzo just got taken. Lizzo wound up getting taken out by the people just by her comments.
Yeah,
and shit.
just by her
Political
comments and
views.
shit.
Same thing with Nicki.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. And then you got on the other hand, you got some artists who got the actual industry that's going at them. Niggas
Right.
like R. Kelly and Jay-Z and Diddy. So it's like you don't know what's gonna happen with these when you put yourself out there like these celebrities do. You become a target anyway.
Right. That nigga, man, this shit crazy.
They all targets at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And if social media is automatically going to deem you guilty.
Right.
Because people is generally negative. Like people, like the general public always gravitate towards the negative. And that's just the reality of it. So someone getting accused of something right away, when it comes to social media opinion, the public opinion, they gonna be guilty.
Oh, this shit. Hold on. Let me pull this shit up real quick. It's some, and you were saying that we were saying this shit the whole time too. Let me pull this up. Now this somebody posted this. This was posted earlier out the files and shit. Let me pull this up real quick so y'all see what I'm talking about. Real quick. All right, so this was just posted. It said anonymous person in 2019 made a report that Epstein was seen being taken out of his cell and into a van night before they claim he died. The person believes he's not dead. They faked his death. Now, like we said, it was a minute missing out of the count, out of the timestamp when it came to that. All right, so here's the this is from anonymous. It says, not saying anything after this. Please do not try to dox me. But last night, after 0415 count, they took him to the medical in a wheelchair, front cuffed, but not one triage nurse says they spoke to him. Next thing we know, the trip van shows up. We do not do releases on the weekends unless the judge orders. He said next thing we know, he's put into a single man cell and hanged himself. Here's the thing. The trip van did not sign in, and we do not have record of the plate number. And the guy in the green dress military outfit was in the back of the van, according to the tower guy who let him through the gate. You guys, I am shaking right now, but I think they switched him out. So so this person, anonymous person, basically said a van pulled up with a military guy in it, basically switched persons. They swapped Epstein with another person that looks like him. I mean, do they do shit like that?
Yep.
Yes, they will do shit like that. Yes, they would. Yeah. Yes, they would do shit like that. So I don't know. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Y'all think they swapped Epstein out and they basically killed a decoy of his, a lookalike. Same thing they did with like Saddam and Osama bin Laden and shit like that. They killed, a lookalike. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
I mean, this like some type stuff that you don't know.
Right.
Like you don't. This is the type stuff that if they were doing it, you ain't gonna have no evidence of it.
Right.
I
But the
mean, this person who sent this.
only thing that points out to the evidence is that there's time missing out the timestamp of the surveillance
That's
tape.
it. That's all you can go by.
There's like a whole minute missing out of the timestamp in the surveillance tape. So why would it skip over a whole minute? You know what I'm saying? That could have been the minute that they snuck his ass up out of the cell. Because they did say he was in a single holding cell.
Right.
And that's the cell that was facing where he was supposedly at, like supposedly, walking. They shot, showed the top of his head. We don't even know if that was Epstein or not. It was like
Facts.
a dude walking with the guards, and the only thing you can see is the white top part of his head, his gray hair and shit. That's it. But
And they will sneak
when they
people out
found
of prison like that.
right,
Of his caliber. They definitely sneak somebody like him out of prison and replace him. Like
so
that's something that they would do. I mean, but they know that people can't really confirm it.
front right.
Yep. So yeah. I believe that's what they did. I mean,
Yeah,
it ain't a fact at this point because we don't know. But I believe that
right.
they did. That's my opinion. I believe that they did sneak him out
Believe
of
they
there.
did.
Hell yeah.
There you go. James Ryan James said Epstein is currently kicking in Valhalla. Yeah, ain't that's what Cash Patel said? He's gonna see Charlie Kirk in Valhalla and shit. That's the
Yeah.
little island. That's another island that they be going to and shit. Hmm.
And in fact is, he got connections in the government.
And well,
He got
obviously,
connections in the
yeah.
government that can help him
I
accomplish
mean,
that. Of
being tied to Rockefeller, of course he got
right.
connects.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was recruited by. Make sure y'all go check out our live stream on Night and Day Network LLC that we did yesterday. We did went over the whole leak Epstein interview that he did, and found out a lot of other things within that interview that he was actually recruited by David Rockefeller directly, and a lot of other things that was mentioned that leak interview with Steve Bannon. So make sure y'all go over there and check that out on Night and Day Network LLC. It's the last live stream we did from yesterday.
I don't have no faith in what the mainstream media tell us,
Mm-mm.
and I don't have no faith in the justice system because we know there's really no justice out there. So people like Epstein get away with shit all the time. They actually did a movie with Nicolas Cage called The Lord of Wars, and he was an
Hmm.
arms dealer, and that showed how the government get those individuals, pardon those individuals, and get them out of jail, no matter
Well,
how
yeah,
heinous the crimes and the mass genocide. I mean, that Lord of War guy, he was behind a lot of mass
yeah,
genocide.
and that's the guy they swapped out for the basketball player. That's the dude. The movie was based off that guy they swapped out for the what's her name that got locked up over there in Russia for the weed.
Brenner.
Yeah, what's her name? Y'all know her name. What I'm talking about?
I forgot her damn name.
Forgot her damn name. But they remember they swapped her out for the arms dealer. That was the movie based off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So You right. They will pardon people
Yeah, they get them out of jail, and then if they
You know what
want
I mean?
somebody to appear like they dead, they easily fake they death. They do that
Yeah,
all the
Brittany.
time.
Yeah, Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner. Yeah, there you go.
hmm Yeah, that she got swapped it out for the arms because we had the arm. Well, America had the arms dealer dude in custody, so Russia swapped her out. Brittany Griner. Reiner. Is it Griner or Reiner? No, I think it's Griner. Yeah,
Shit,
they
I don't
swapped
know.
her out for the arms dealer dude.
The tall basketball bitch that was over there with the vape.
Yeah.
Like I mean, yeah, man. It's all political theater, man. They easily be faking deaths, just like that. I mean, stuff be fake, man. I don't trust nothing. Just like that assassination attempt on Trump. I still believe that was fake.
Fake, staged.
I honestly believe that was staged, 100%.
But the dude
I
that
honestly
well,
believe
but
that.
you think they really killed the person that
Oh yeah, they really
supposedly had
killed the
did it?
dude.
Right.
Yeah, they
Right.
really be killing people,
Right.
but they kill people to stage their events. And when we say stage, we mean that it was like Hollywood out there, but somebody actually died. So it was a ritual at the same time. The same
Yeah.
shit that Nicki Minaj was blaming other people for, the people she's supporting does the same shit.
But times 10.
Because that's a sacrifice. That's a sacrifice by faking assassination attempt and killing someone for real. Somebody with a disability. Obviously, that guy had a disability, and he wasn't the shooter. And we talking about the Trump attempted assassination thing now. I
Right.
believe that was all staged, y'all, and it was a ritualistic sacrifice at the same time.
Right.
I honestly believe that. I mean, of course, we ain't got no 100% proof of it, but we understand how they move. Some
Right.
people saying that the Charlie Kirk shit was staged. Now that one I don't know.
I don't know. Nah, I think he really got taken out, and yeah, I
People
believe
still
he really
saying
got
that he's
taken out.
alive. I don't really
Yeah.
believe that.
I don't know.
I don't really believe that, but they definitely made a big spectacle out of all that stuff.
Yeah, they damn sure
And
did.
I just feel like it's just distraction, y'all. It's just distracting us from all the rights and all the stuff they taking away from us as the general
Right.
public, and all the money they stealing from us, and how they're poisoning us. I mean, that's really what it's about.
Right.
We so busy focusing on the Epstein stuff and all that stuff when we're being attacked.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, we're being attacked. Yeah, we focus on Nicki Minaj, what she's talking about. Man, all that shit is there.
How about
Political
they?
theater to
How about
make it.
they rolled out? They didn't rolled out the chick. They didn't roll out the girl from the R. Kelly tape. Said she was
Mm, mm,
14
mm,
when she did it. She was 14 years old in that tape. Yeah, they didn't rolled her out now.
mm,
Now
mm,
she
mm,
doing
mm.
interviews and shit. She
Losers,
41 years old now.
slackers.
Her name is Rashonda Landfair. All right, so this is just let me pull this up because this is just off the cuff. I just seen this and I might as well go ahead and pull this shit up real quick just to get this out the way. Um, let me pull this shit up real quick. Let's see. I don't know why they rolled this shit out. Like, R. Kelly ain't getting out to 2074 and shit. I don't think he gonna make it to
Oh, he ain't gonna
2074.
make it to
Yeah,
2074,
he
bro.
pretty dying. Yeah, he pretty much gonna die up in that.
They don't want him to ever come out of prison.
All right. He ain't making it to 2074, bro. Yeah, all right. So this put out Jasmine Brand. So R. Kelly victim says she was 14 years old when the sex tape was recorded. Tells the story after 25 years. So it says the woman once known only as Jane Doe in the notorious R. Kelly videotape is finally stepping out of the shadows in her new memoir, Who's Watching Shorty. It says pulls no punches about the abuse she survived. Now 41, Rashonda Landfair reveals how she went from 14-year-old girl featured in the infamous tape to a woman determined to reclaim her name and narrative. For decades, she hid behind aliases like Sean, I guess her name's Sean, Chon, afraid of recognition and rejection. In a brutally honest memoir, she describes how Kelly groomed her as a child by inserting himself into the family life, giving gifts and positioning himself as the father figure. She alleges that the manipulation and control went far deeper than saying he assisted. She called him daddy, and that the experience left her feeling trapped and isolated. Landfair also speaks to the emotional toll. Damn, this should switch. Hold on. Damn. Switch to the um, emotional toll and being associated with the scandal long after Kelly's music and the name loomed over her life. It's everywhere I go, she says, recounting how the soundtrack of his song greeted her even after her job, and the grim reminder of the past that she had no choice but to confront. She pulls no punches in writing that Kelly knowingly victimized me as a child, and that she became suicidal from the cycle of abuse, control, and shame. Blunt revelations that strip away decades of public speculation and rumors. Now out she shelves as Kelly served decades in prison related to the federal conviction of Landfair's memoir isn't just recounting of trauma, it's an attempt to restore agency and shed the label of force on her and used her voice to help other survivors break their silence. So she's coming out with a memoir based off the shit that happened with R. Kelly leading up to the tape and all the shit that happened after that. So she, telling her story after all these years. She 41 years old now. So
She getting that bread.
yeah, she
Why
got
her
a
name
story.
sound fake?
She got a story to tell.
Why her name sound fake?
Well, I guess they saying her real name was, I guess over the years her name was protected. Because I guess, because that tape went viral before viral. So for that to come out, her to be 14, they ain't gonna really put that in the public and shit. So I guess she hid under different shit the whole time, like work. It's probably school and shit like that. She stayed under the radar of being the one that was on that tape. Now they saying wasn't they said that was whose niece they said that was? Who niece was she was the niece of one of the singers that was down with R. Kelly. I forgot the name of that person. Is that I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat to say who it is.
She said that it started when she was 14 and she's putting a memoir out and at 41.
Yeah,
Reverse.
Sparkle. Thank you, CJ. Sparkle. Right. Yeah, so they that was supposed to be the niece of that, yeah, the Sparkle and shit. So yeah, so she's coming out with a whole memoir. Yeah, like you said, she got a story to tell. She probably need that bread. And yeah, because the country right now is in dire straits. Everybody trying to maintain and shit. So she got a story to tell. She gonna do a memoir.
She gonna get that
She
bread.
probably she gonna get a bunch of interviews and shit.
Yep.
She gonna go platform to platform getting interviews. People, because that tape, that infamous tape, people still don't really know the backstory behind that tape or the ins and outs about that shit. It was, shit was vaguely said here and there, but for her to be on that tape and she's been quiet all these years, now her speaking out and shit, people probably gonna get a lot more understanding what came about that tape. Because I remember R. Kelly tried to say that was his brother on there and shit. Like he tried to get his brother to take the fall for that. Like nigga, that's you on there. That's clearly you on that goddamn tape, nigga. That was not your brother.
Yeah, that definitely was him.
Yeah, that was you on that tape.
Everybody know it was him.
All right, that was Robert.
So they wasn't. So the establishment was. Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
So the establishment wasn't done using R. Kelly because it was obviously he was the one on that tape.
Yeah.
So they didn't arrest him then. They waited damn near 3 decades, damn near almost 4 decades to take him down after that tape. Or not just after that tape, but after the stuff they been knew he was doing. So why they decide this late in the game? Why did he decide this late in the game?
Kels ain't want
him out?
Basically, Kels ain't want to give up those masters. That's basically
all.
him.
There it is.
Kels ain't want to get those masters up.
There it is, right
You know
there.
what I mean? And they said, well, you ain't trying to get them masters up. You gonna give them up one way or another. We just gonna go to jail.
Yeah, because he's worth more to them in jail than he is as a free man. Actually, tell you the truth, he lucky they didn't take him out.
Right.
Because usually that's what they do. But if they able to get you in jail, they do that too.
Yeah, Kels basically in jail because he ain't want to get them masters up. That's really
Yo,
what
it's crazy how these artists becoming targets like this. Just think about it. Michael Jackson, Prince. You know, these are artists that had their masters, was fighting for their masters. R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Diddy.
And the thing about it,
Bill Cosby.
It's always been like that in the music industry, though. I mean, look at Sam Cooke. Look how Sam Cooke went out.
Yep,
like,
Sam
trying
Cooke.
to start his own label. Look how a lot of them.
Even Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. I don't die.
They basically said he died the same exact way that Whitney Houston did.
Yeah, drowned.
Is that a coincidence? Like the same way in a hotel in a hot tub.
Yeah, and Sam Cooke died in the hotel, shot by the the woman in the hotel and shit. Yeah, when it comes to the artists and their catalogs, especially if you're a big major artist, you got a catalog, that's just major. That's a lifetime of music that just lasts a lifetime. So yeah, they want their hands on that.
I mean, that's how that Sloan lady came up with that prediction. Just pattern recognition.
Pattern recognition, right? Yeah, because I don't
do
really
the same shit. They don't do anything different.
Right.
I mean, they said Michael Jackson died from an overdose, and he said that Prince died from an overdose.
Right.
Both owned their own masters when they died, and the companies were mad about that.
And the company ended up getting them shits back.
Right. So I mean, is that a pattern? Like that's a pattern. Like these are the type individuals that's running the world right now. These companies that do that kill an artist if they don't want to hand over their masters. The government operates the same way. You know what I'm saying? First of all, if you're exposing them with some actual evidence, they taking you out.
Yeah,
They ain't even gonna risk you going to jail. They're gonna take you out.
Right, because there's a difference between you speaking on some shit and somebody from the inside actually speaking on some shit. That is a difference. Like for instance, like you people that might be able to follow pattern and discern shit and put two and two together. They might not be much of a target as somebody that's actually from the inside that know what actually happened and show evidence of that shit that's happening. So
yeah, that's the most important part.
Yeah, you'll get killed exposing some shit from the inside. A person that actually witnessed some shit or got evidence that something actually happened. Yeah, that's a difference. It's just definitely
and these artists they haven't been able to escape with their life or their freedom. So they definitely the insiders that got the information. The ones who they just took out, that they just completely unalived, they the ones that was the biggest threat to them.
Like Michael
Jackson.
Jackson.
They knew way too much. Right.
I mean, Michael Jackson had the power to move whole countries and shit. Like his influence superseded past just America. That shit worldwide, all 4 corners of the earth. He's like the second famous that came into this world next to Jesus and shit. It's like
That's
Jesus
facts.
and Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So
That's facts.
it don't get no bigger than Michael Jackson. It doesn't.
Nah.
You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? So it's like they basically made Michael Jackson a martyr and shit. So yeah,
Shit, that
rest of
little
the
nigga, that little nigga Speed gonna end up catching up to Michael Jackson the way he
right,
moving out here.
right, Speed, right. He like the next generation of influence and shit.
Right.
So
He putting
he
that
basically
streaming
like
shit on the map
right.
globally.
He like yeah. He's like if you ever watch um American Gods and shit. Remember the dude? What's the little white boy they was using to bring in the new digital age and shit? Yeah, he like that dude and shit right now. You know what I'm talking about in American Gods when he was using
Well,
that?
the dude that was smoking on the toad,
Yeah, yeah, the
that was
little
like,
white dude, right?
I think he represented social media or some shit like
Yeah, right. Facts. Yeah, that's what the I show speed type of
that. Yeah,
shit that's going on.
facts.
You see him in Africa and all these
Yeah,
other
yeah,
countries and
and
shit,
they all
and they
known.
are known. But
Yeah, all 7 continents. Yeah, I'm just
yeah,
gonna say it. They
so
probably
that's
even know the motherfucker if it's a population in Antarctica that still watch YouTube and know who Speed is.
right.
So
So
it's like, yeah,
that's good.
yeah, he's becoming so every once in a while you have somebody come around like that on the planet, and he's definitely gonna be controlled 100%.
You
I
see
mean,
the
look at Mr. Beast. They was giving Mr. Beast problems.
yeah, you see the biggest African dude influence on TikTok sold his company for 900 million.
I seen that.
You seen that shit?
Seen that. Well, that's cause he already knew TikTok was coming to an end too. TikTok is, you know what I'm saying? They getting rid of TikTok.
Yeah, well, they is using TikTok right as a propaganda tool right now.
Yep,
Now
for
they
right
didn't
now, yep.
censor. You
And
can't.
when
They
they done
heavily
with it, you
censored
ain't
all
gonna
that
see it
shit.
around. Something else gonna take its place.
Right.
Cause that's how they operate. And we gotta think this is one big grand conspiracy now. It is. And they love how they distract the general public is through the celebrities. The celebrities.
Hmm.
The music artists, the actors, the actresses. You know what I'm saying? The streamers now. You know, the reality TV stars. That's how they influence us. And these
Yeah.
people are
That's how they
100%
influence
paid
us to
for.
buy products and shit. Right.
They are
That's how they
100%
influence.
paid for.
Right. That's how they influence us. They shape. The day to day of the average consumer. I mean,
And establishment is using these niggas like Nicki Minaj and 50
yeah.
Cent. They don't realize that they gonna be next.
Nah, but the thing about it is they're conscious that and know they're being used, but they don't care about being used because that's what they there for, to get
Yeah, but they
paid to be
care about
used.
being next.
Yeah, they trying to yeah.
They gonna care about being next. Think about it.
Yeah, right. They trying to play they trying to play the game. All they
Yeah, I
doing is
know they
playing the
playing the
game.
game, but you know when the establishment turn on you, and they will turn on you. Shit, they damn near turn their back on Will Smith. Yeah, I
Right.
mean he can't even land a role, a big role like he used to anymore.
Yeah, he had to go
You
back
know
to
what
rapping. He
and
had
you
to go
know
back
what
to
it is,
rapping and shit.
right? They gotta
Yeah,
let these niggas know. They gotta put these niggas in the place and they place them like and remind them. Now, Negro, we gave this to you,
yeah,
and
Will
we can
Smith
take it away
Hollywood
when we want.
yeah, Will Smith Hollywood career pretty much over with, bro. Yeah, that shit is a done deal. Like Bad Boys, whatever the shit, yeah, this is a wrap with that. Like you think about all these like people barely even getting roles like that anymore. Hollywood moving in a whole different direction. A lot of these people careers is over with. They just gonna use their image and likeness, like you said. They using AI generate. Basically using AI generation to generate these movies and shit now. They don't even need these actors to actually come on the set and do none of that. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much over with. That's why a lot of them going to podcasting. A lot of them going to podcasting and they trying to get back into other ventures and shit because that's over with. Yeah, that's pretty much a done deal.
So
Yeah,
that means that the whole Hollywood and the music industry, all that stuff is collapsing, or it's just
yeah,
being
yeah.
remade.
It's being remade. Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
remodeling. They doing some
right.
remodeling, and they don't need any of these gatekeepers no more. So they getting rid of them. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot more names, beside Jay and beside R. Kelly and Tory Lanez and Diddy and all Bill Cosby, all these more effers.
Yeah, and they also
There's
getting
gonna
rid of
be more
C.
names
Yeah, and they
coming.
also getting rid of a lot of these CEOs too. So it's like, see, it's a whole nother. Right now, they just got us paying attention to the celebrity because that's the distraction they use. But a lot of other the CEOs of corporations are being, you know, being let go too. So it's a whole new world that's coming about where a lot of people that's in position they no longer need it. Service is no longer needed. Yeah,
Because the industry realized Hollywood don't influence as much as social media do now. They realize social media is the biggest form of mind control that they can directly control the people through. So now they're
right.
going to focus on streamers. See, streamers are going to be bigger than actors now and
Yeah,
actresses. Because you realize the next generations of superstar actors and
the
actresses,
streamers.
there aren't any.
No, the
It ain't
streamers
no,
is
it ain't no more big actors and actors new. They all the old ones. It's nobody new coming out that's extremely big. Pause, but
look.
go ahead.
It got so hectic. That streaming work gets so hectic that Casa and I had to back away from that shit, bro, because he know
Because it's all the energy is there. That's
it's
why.
energy, right? So
All if you
it
can't
got too
handle
much
it, you
for him.
gotta get out of it.
Yeah, it got too much for him. Now it took a toll on his whole mental.
Right,
Took a toll on his whole mental and his spirit. You know what I mean?
right.
Pulling on this shit because you mean you highly controlled when you reaching that status and you being used for a particular agenda, that shit start weighing on you. If you are not a person that's really built for that type of atmosphere, that shit gonna start weighing on you. That nigga going through that shit, bro. He trying to jump into the fashion world and all this weird shit he doing now as far as with the fashion.
And tell me why when they get to the fashion world, they get weird as fuck.
Look a little
They
poor
start
look
getting more and more weird
right.
once
Look
they
a
hit the
poor little
fashion
J
world.
All right, look at poor little Jay Smith, man. Oh, what the fuck that boy be wearing out here? Should we look
That's the shit
crazy?
that
Kanye,
the designers and stuff be putting them in that.
man, that should be looking
They be
crazy.
dressing them. They be dressing. He get paid to dress that like that.
Right, should be looking crazy. Really
Yeah,
do.
it's,
That
it's
should be looking
wild. It's
crazy.
definitely wild. They definitely like when Kanye started doing the fashion, he started getting a little weird.
Right.
Like I don't know. You just see the same patterns over and over again. So I mean, we see what Kai not. We see where he going with that. But I mean, the point we making is that they not the celebrities are changing now. Now it's more about social media stars than actual big actors and big music artists and all.
Right.
It's really about the streamers now because all those
Yeah.
actors and actresses and artists and all they got to go to the streamers to keep their name popping now.
Right.
They all got to team up with the Kai Cenats and the Speeds and all that just to keep their name going.
And that's what happened too. And the thing about it is that when they did the study and shit and the statistics on what people are gravitating more towards and people watching more shit on social media than regular TV. So that whole TV shit is phasing out. The whole
Right.
everything is going to streaming,
Facts.
strictly streaming. So just like they phased out the house telephone and
Right.
all that shit.
The
Now you can
payphone.
yeah,
People ain't even
payphone.
barely going to the movie theaters no more like they
Yeah,
used
people
to.
ain't going to the movie theaters.
People
Yeah,
rather just stay home and stream.
yeah. So
That's
they
what I'm
base
saying. Streaming is
for
taking over everything. So the industry's changing. So that's why this ties directly into this live stream because this is why they taking out the old school music artists and actors and
mhm,
actresses. That's why they letting all this Weinstein and Epstein news out here because they getting
right.
rid of they cleaning house.
Facts.
That's what we trying to tell y'all. They are cleaning house. So I mean, you see Nicki Minaj talking all the shit she talking, but they gonna be after her next. Same thing with 50. And what did the Sloan chick say? Snoop, they come Snoop too.
Yeah,
You
right.
see, they try to
Snoop,
come at Snoop a little bit just by
right,
something he said about the LG community.
right. Facts.
They try to make a big deal out of that. Like any little thing that these celebrities do can take them out at this point. They all on high alert right now. I'm telling you right now, you can feel them. You can feel the panicking.
So they panicking.
I mean, they seen what they did to Ann Hesh. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know that spooked a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, them throwing Diddy ass in jail.
Yup, and then throwing Diddy
A
in
gatekeeper.
jail.
Yeah, that's a
And then
gatekeeper.
and
They
then
threw
and
his
then
ass in jail.
watching Prince and Michael Jackson get taken out. Cause man, we know damn well it wasn't no OD on they doing.
Right.
We know that.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't.
Hell nah. We know what that was about. So
Right.
these celebrities are spooked. And the thing is, more people, it's like more celebrities it's like it's an acceleration. It's like, all right, they always been getting taken out and all that, but now they've been really cleaning house lately.
Yeah,
They
you starting to see a
every
lot more people named that come up in the media next to scandals and shit like that. Lawsuits, scandals. Right. Shit crazy. Yeah, because right, like you said, people ain't going to the movies like that no more. That means that whole thing with the actors and big, Hollywood production and all that shit is phasing out. You know what I mean? Now it's more about streaming, forcing more people indoors. People are being indoors more. And you kind of see that shit like on movies and shit, like futuristic type movies and shit. People be more forced inside and shit. People
right,
forced more inside their homes, and that kind of coincide with how they trying to build this new infrastructure with the smart cities and these grids and shit,
right.
forcing people into sectors and shit. You know what I mean? Like we already
Cleaning
talk about,
house.
we already speak like that on in the YouTube terms with sectors and all that shit. Yeah, that's the type mindset they trying to condition us to a set. So when they build new infrastructure, that's how they gonna have the people sectored off and shit. 15-minute cities, people all sectored off and shit.
And you know how bad things look when you're remodeling.
Hmm.
And so
Right,
that's what's actually going on with the industry. They're remodeling. So a lot of things, a lot of people are going to be getting destroyed during the remodeling phase
right,
because they're not expecting to take everybody with them. They like we don't need these old ass celebrities anymore to represent us.
right.
They got
Yeah,
AI to represent them now.
yeah,
If
yeah.
y'all notice
EJ, yeah,
if y'all
Philly
notice
D,
the market,
Brad
they
Pitt,
shifting
right.
all the money towards artificial intelligence. So once
Hmm.
they advance in artificial intelligence, they definitely ain't gonna need these celebrities for their talent no more.
Yeah, this shit real.
Cause they definitely gonna be creating more AI content as it advance. So that's another reason why they cleaning house. So it's like these you're gonna be seeing a lot more celebrities, man, with more scandals, more suspicious, overdoses. You're gonna be starting to see a lot more of that. It's gonna get worse before it get any better. I tell you that.
Right. Yeah, this whole new direction, whole new infrastructure being built right before our eyes and shit. They remodeled, they didn't dump billions and billions of dollars into remodeling Los Angeles because of this supposed Olympics coming to America in 2028. So they remodeling everything. They updating everything, the transportation system. They smarten that up. They smartening, the whole just everything. And they trying to they gonna trying to make sure crypto is off the ground because they really trying to profit from the Olympics as well. They trying to turn that into one big profit as well because they said no other country really profited off the Olympics like that. So America's trying to, being as though they bringing the Olympics to LA, to California, LA, they trying to turn it into one big, marketplace where, because this is, that's millions of people coming in from other countries and shit that's coming here to see it. So they trying to transition the whole market so they can make that to a whole big profit. So they can profit off the Olympics and shit. So they trying to get the shit up and 100% up and running by the time the Olympics come to America, because that's what they plan on doing is the crypto shit. Yep. So there, man, that's the
Shit,
shit.
they
That's
already done it.
right,
Ain't what
right.
they plan on doing. Shit, they already done it.
Already done it. Yeah, but they trying to get the regulations and shit in place
Oh yeah,
before it's
definitely.
launched 100%, where we all using cryptocurrency as the form of the new currency at the forefront. It's cryptocurrency, phasing
Fact,
out cash and all that shit completely.
facts. The point that they made by changing the Staples Center into crypto.com, that's a big statement right there.
Definitely.
Like, just look at that right there. So yeah, they definitely moving to that. They definitely moving to that. That's why we saying they clean the house. Everything's about to change. So they gotta destroy. So that's why things looking so bad right now, because everything is being remodeled and destroyed.
To be
And you can
rebuilt
see
back
where the
up.
money, they
Right.
always say follow the money. And if you even look at the markets and everything, all the money is shifting towards artificial intelligence now.
Right.
And the big thing about artificial intelligence, it replaces a lot of jobs. Even these celebrities' jobs, even these actors and actresses and musicians, these gatekeepers, is literally changing their jobs. So they're remodeling, man. That's why they taking these celebrities out.
Mm.
They taking these celebrities out. And they the darker complected celebrities, they really taking them out. They take them out at the fastest
Crazy.
rate. Just saying,
Yeah.
they do. Now, I ain't saying they ain't taking some of the other artists out, but man, if your complexion too dark, your ass is up out of here for sure.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah, I
So
don't know, man.
it's always been like that though.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean they ain't like the way Diddy started talking.
Oh yeah, he was talking
Yeah, I
some
mean,
shit, wasn't he?
yeah, he talking about the war at the top and all this type stuff, and talking about we gotta come together. Yeah, I mean, as black people, we gotta come together. He talking all that we gotta come together shit with the white man's money,
Right, with Diageo's money.
right?
And that's the thing though. He was talking that political black party
He
shit.
talking that black shit with the white man's
The-
money.
Right. They was like, oh, this uppity nigger getting too uppity for us.
You can't be talking that black shit with the white man's money.
Yeah. And then yeah, because that's that shit. Michael Jackson was talking that shit when he bought Sony and all that, like how he robbed them and he outsmarted them. Like he was, he started talking that shit, and they don't like they ain't really like that too much. So you know what I'm saying, they ain't really like that shit.
Right. I mean, let's just be real about it. Just gotta be real about this shit, man. You can't be out here, you know what I mean, expecting those checks. Cause you gotta think about most of his net worth came from selling that alcohol for Diageo.
Hmm.
It made more money than the music, it made more money than the clothes, it made
Right,
more money than the TV shows.
right.
Like none of that stuff can F with the alcohol money, the Diageo money. So how he gonna talk about taking over the industry and Diageo is the one that's given that even let him in the industry. I mean, them checks was big as shit. That's why he always was the top guy.
Right.
It was nobody bigger than Diddy in hip hop.
No Diddy.
No
Pause.
Diddy. I'm just saying, like, he's one of the biggest gatekeepers of them all. I mean, the only other probably ones you could probably even mention in the same sentence is Jay-Z and probably Dr. Dre.
Right.
For real, for real.
Oh, I just see a video with Casanat up there and at an all red, look like an all red party with Will Smith, Jaden Smith, and them. It's like a red room party.
Niggas
Like
look
it look like
weird.
one of them Diddy. Yeah, it look like one of them Diddy joints with the red,
The
all
shit look
red right.
weird.
Yeah, shit look weird up there, bro. The
The
all
shit
red
look
light,
mad weird.
with red lights and shit. Yeah, and it's a big statement on the wall saying, "Are you ready?" I don't trust none of that shit. Are
Shit
you
look
ready?
weird in
Are
there.
ready for?
Shit
Yeah,
look
let me
weird
pull
in
this
there,
joint.
bro.
Yeah, let me
Don't
pull
get
this joint.
fucking weird. I'm not. I'm not. Don't get weird. I'm not, Tokyo. I'm not. I was just asking. Move, bitch.
Move, bitch.
Yeah, hey,
Oh,
it
let me pull
look
that joint
weird.
up real quick. That shit look, yeah, he in the red, like a Diddy joint. Like one of them Diddy parties with the all red joint. You know what I mean? There you go. Casanat up there, the all red joint. All right, what you doing all that screaming for, Jaden Smith, man? Fuck you doing all that shit for, bro? Like, you don't need to be doing all that shit, nigga. You all excited to see him and shit. Like, bro, you ain't even doing all that.
Liquid D3.
Yeah, he like one of them red party joints with the Diddy, them Diddy red room parties and shit. Cause that, well, you know, he part of that. He gotta get in where he fit in. He part of that world and shit. He gotta get in where he fit in, man.
When this nigga say he's going into fashion, what does that mean? He gonna sell clothes?
Yeah,
He gonna model? What the fuck is he planning on
all
doing?
the above, all the above.
Oh
Clothes,
yeah,
you know what I
shit.
mean?
Then shit definitely gonna get weird for him.
Right. You see him,
'Cause, you know,
he a
a
lot.
lot of the weird shit. You
Yeah,
know, Epstein was working through all the those type of agencies.
right,
Those were his guys. He helped finance and advise a lot of those individuals.
right. Exactly. Like, Jaden up there screaming and shit. Right, Lisa, he up there screaming and shit. Like, like why you gotta be doing all this type of shit, bro? He all excited to see the nigga and
People was
shit.
wondering
Like,
why he's hanging out with Jay. Jay is in the fashion.
yeah,
Jay
he
is
up
in the
there. Nah,
fashion
he up there
industry.
with yeah, he in the fashion. So yeah, he aligning himself with the people that's part of the fashion world. Which
Yep.
Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith is part of that fashion world. He's like an ambassador for like I don't know which clothing line it is. Might be Louis Vuitton. It's one of them shits. He like an ambassador for it. So he be wearing all these shit like a walking billboard. So Casa not trying to get in that space. So he aligning himself with people that's in that space. So you see him walking to the party. He at the party. Got invited to the party with Will Smith and Jaden Smith. See him up there with them. So yeah, he's
Right.
aligning himself where he's going where that he's getting into that world. So that he's aligning himself with the people that's part of that whole fashion world and shit. Like you said, it's gonna get a lot more weirder for that nigga. He think the streaming shit was pressure. He about to go into a whole nother realm where a lot of other weird shit going.
Yeah,
He
that
gonna
fashion shit is weird. That fashion
yeah,
industry is weird. All the weird shit y'all be seeing those celebrities wear sometimes they get paid to wear that
yeah,
shit from the fashion industry. So when you be
yeah,
seeing these dudes walking around in dresses and all that shit, and trust me, they get in a big bag to put that shit on.
Yeah. So you
So I
might
mean,
start
you
seeing,
might see him in the dresses and shit,
all right. Well,
weird looking
Casanat say
makeup.
he formulating his own clothing brand and shit. But yeah, then you got to go through the gatekeepers though to do that. You could try to be independent, but like we seen Kanye up there arguing with Sway and shit. You know what I mean? About how the clothing, I mean like how the fashion world treats niggas trying to come up in the fashion world and do their thing. He over there arguing, how Sway? That's gonna be Casanat sitting up there with Sway. How Sway? He gonna be up there with Sway and shit. All right, shout out to y'all. It's the gift. Shout out to PJ Island. Appreciate the gift. Sent the Husky, you know what I mean? Appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, they had Kid Cudi up there wearing a slim skirt and shit on stage performing at the motherfucking Jimmy Kimmel one of them shows he was on. They had CeeLo Green walking around in the motherfucking the goddamn wedding gown and shit. Yeah, it's a lot of craziness. Yeah, right, right. EJ, yeah, he gave, yeah, Sway gave, Kanye had to come out and admit that Sway was right. Sway really did have the answers, but by then it was too late. Shit, Casa not better take heed. You better take heed. You better call Kanye up and get some Kanye advice real quick on the low. Even though his ass can't really be seen with Kanye because Kanye's still trying to recover from all the shit he was talking about. He running around on an apology tour, trying to gain.
He's still over there apologizing
Yeah,
to the motherfucker.
yeah, he on a whole apology tour. He trying to gain his, good graces of them again. He all in apology tour and shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, little hat community. I didn't mean all that shit I was saying. I really didn't have the answers. I was bipolar. Yeah, he tried to blame all that shit on his bipolar. Like he ain't know what he was doing. Kanye, you know exactly what he was doing, man. You know exactly what you was
That
doing.
shit started affecting Kim's businesses, and that's what happened.
Yeah, 'cause
He
Kim was
already started affecting his own businesses, but now it started affecting Kim's business relationships.
right, because as soon as he apologized, he basically for her to open up Skims in Israel, he had to Kanye had to make that public apology and shit. Yeah, he had to go
What did
make
I
that
say?
public.
You can't talk
Right.
that black shit with the white man's money.
Yeah. Yeah, Skim opened up like 100 and something Skims and shit or 20 something Skims in 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 Israel and shit. So Kanye had to make a little public apology and shit. Cause that's his kids, cause that's his kids' future. That's the legacy of his children. I know
Mm-hmm.
he don't really fuck with Kim Kardashian like that, but he do got children with her, so it's like, all right, now they probably told him, listen, your kid's future is on the line. You're gonna have to make apology. I'm sorry, little hat community, man. I ain't mean to say all that shit I was saying. I was bipolar.
Right.
My bipolar makes me say a lot of that shit. Like, yeah, he had to go kiss the ring and shit.
They had Nick Cannon doing the same shit. Remember?
They had Nick Cannon delete all this shit off his page, post pamphlets and yarmulke scriptures and shit.
Yeah, that's because Wildin' Out was almost out of there.
Right.
It
Like
was,
them
it
niggas,
was, yeah, they almost took
right.
that shit completely out of there.
That nigga was on there like Shalom, Muzzle Tov. He was on that. He was on that whole fucking whole bit going in on that shit, bro. Mazel Tov. Shalom. Machaim. He was up there, all that shit, bro. They had him reading every pamphlet he can get his hands on. Every Jewish pamphlet
Yeah,
book.
it's a done deal.
All right.
It's a done deal when you in that seat that they put you in, and then you start going at them.
All right.
You got a lot of these celebrities, like we said, they were put into those positions.
Facts.
Pause.
Pause.
They was put in those positions
Pause.
and they were given the opportunities. You know what I mean? So it's 1 million people to replace them
Right.
every day. It's 1 million people to replace them. So they like what we saying? What are they? Expendable.
Expendable, bro.
They are the expendables.
They might as well call them the expendables. They all expendable. And they being they being outed. They being outed, bro. Like this ain't even no conspiracy theory or none of that shit. We seeing them niggas being outed right before our eyes. Because
He
even
was
if
talking about this before he apologized.
Yeah, because even if they innocent, if your name being attacked, like look, Jay-Z could have did nothing at all, right? Just a possibility he could have did. Just your name being mentioned in the media against next to Epstein, nigga, that's enough to get you the fuck up out of here. Brands and shit don't even want to be dealing with you because your name in the media. So you gotta understand to hit the mindset and the propaganda they used to get people up out of here. Yo, you can be completely innocent, but if your name even be brought up next to some shit regarding somebody they already took out, nigga, it's a wrap.
For example, Prince Andrew had to give up his royal
Yeah,
duties. He had to
right.
resign. He had to step down from his royal duties.
Put that in
Prince
perspective what
Andrew
you
over there.
said. If Prince Andrew had to give up his duties, what you make these little ass celebrities gotta do?
Most of them get taken out. They don't
Right.
even get a chance to resign from their duties.
Yeah, put that in the proper perspective though. If a nigga like Prince Andrew, royal family has to give up his his position, what the fuck you think these little celebrity niggas gotta do? It's a wrap for them, bro. Yeah, 50 gonna do the documentary. Yeah, that's because that's what he put in position to do, to take out all the rest of these niggas, the Diddy's, he's helping with the propaganda. But he on that docket too, though. Don't get it fucked up. It ain't like he can just skate off and skate off into the sunset. Nah, you on that docket too. After you done doing they bidding, niggas, they gonna be doing documentaries about you. I think they already positioning 50 already with all the shit that he, far as with the baby mama and yeah, I mean he his first baby mama. They trying to say 50 was putting hands on women and shit like that. Like they already got some dirt to put, just in case, they need to start putting shit out. They already got shit in the tuck ready for him too. And you're gonna start seeing Oprah name come out and shit. And you're gonna start seeing a lot more shit with these niggas, man. It's the price they gotta pay for fame, man.
Yep.
It's the price they gotta pay for fame, man.
And like you
Yeah.
got 50 out here doing these documentaries. How long is it gonna take for somebody to do a documentary about him?
Yeah, they already.
And Ja Rule always.
Yeah.
Ja Rule talking about doing a documentary on 50.
Yeah, they already lining it up already. They lining that shit up already, bro. Yeah, they already lining that shit up for them to start using the propaganda against him. But then he says the ritual, right, pretty much. Pretty much. That's what's happening. Yeah, it's a lot of ritualistic shit going on. That's what Nicki was saying. She said, as y'all do y'all rituals tonight. I'm like, tonight? What type of rituals they doing tonight? Oh, the Grammys. I guess she was talking about the Grammys being a ritual and shit.
Yeah.
So as y'all do y'all rituals tonight, like, ma'am, you was up there. You was
She
up.
wasn't invited.
Yeah, ma'am, you was up there doing them rituals with it because you got some Grammys. In the past, your ass was at the Grammys numerous times, Nicki. So you was up there with them. Don't try to separate yourself now. You was up there with them, Nick.
She was doing all the ritualistic shit that they were
Yeah,
doing.
all right.
Look at a video she got talking about Madonna and that shit and all that. Look at this the visuals in that video. What the fuck was that video called that she did? Yeah, let's look at the visuals. Yeah, she was doing the same stuff.
Yeah, Nicki try to slide off and shit like she
Like
wasn't up
she
there
wasn't
doing
doing
that
the
shit.
same shit they
Right.
were doing.
No, nigga, you be doing that shit too. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
she funny as hell with that.
She try to slide off, yeah, I mean, to the side real quick, like she wasn't
She
part of
know
that shit.
damn well she was out there doing them rituals too.
All right. That's why she's speaking on them, because she knows she was doing them too. You know what I mean, that's why she's saying that y'all do your rituals tonight. Like she know, because she was doing them shits the nights that she was going to the Grammy, she was doing them. Like, come on, man.
That's how they get their bread.
They looking
That's how they
like,
keep the spell work that they do on the masses at the
right,
same time getting that bread.
right.
Bread and blood. That's what the
Bread and blood.
bread and blood. That's what that industry is about.
Right. Yeah, there, Chrissy
Blood
Teigen
money.
and shit. Yeah, I forgot to play the video with her. She's gonna ask the dude and shit. She's like, yeah, if they put a little bit of human meat on your table, you won't try it?
Oh, that's Chrissy Teigen, right?
Yeah, she gonna
Yeah,
say that weird
she be
ass
on to
shit,
that
bro.
weird shit.
She
Yeah.
be up there eating on flesh and shit, bro.
Ew.
Talking about if they put a little bit of human on your table, you wouldn't try it? That means her
Hell
ass,
nah.
that means her
I'm
dumb
good
ass
with that
already ate
shit.
something. That means her
Hell
dumb
yeah,
ass
she
already
tried
ate
it.
something. She do eat. Well, it was like Roseanne said, they eat babies.
They eat babies.
All right. So her ass was up there eating
I mean, they
babies,
do
bro.
got those clubs over there in LA, those
Yeah, they
cannibal
do.
clubs, and them
Right.
shits are legal too. Because those
Yeah,
are people who donate they bodies to be
yeah.
used as
To be
food.
used as
And
food,
those
right.
cannibal clubs or yeah.
Right. Yeah, I watched the whole documentary on that shit, right. I think the documentary's on YouTube.
So yeah, she definitely tried it one way or the other. See, there's an ethical way to get that to eat humans, and there's an unethical way to eat humans.
Yeah, but the way Chrissy Teigen was talking, yeah, she definitely be over there at them
Yeah, that
them
shit's
spots
nasty,
where they be
bro.
eating human flesh. She be definitely at them clubs and shit where they be
That's
doing
some
that shit
weird
at.
shit. Yeah, but she was talking. She was on some other shit too, though. Talking
Yeah, she
about
was.
she want to see where kids have babies. What does that mean? You want to eat the baby after? What, like, why do you want to see kids having babies?
Right.
What
She
the
a
hell is
weirdo.
wrong with this chick? Yeah. Hey, man. She just, you know what I mean, she probably was under the influence, and the truth comes out. You know, some people just can't. You know what I mean, they can't hold that. They can't hold that information in, especially when they start doing them drugs
Right. Let me pull this
and
Teigen
doing
video
all
up.
that drinking.
Facts.
They
Let me
get
pull
lit,
it
and then the truth come out.
because I did send it to my DM. Let me pull this Teigen video up because I
Them
did send it.
Twitter fingers get to going
Right.
on some Meek Mill type of
On some
shit.
Meek Mill shit. Yeah, this dumbass bitch.
You start getting you know what I mean, they start hitting the blunt, they start drinking it, you know what I mean, taking a couple of shots, maybe popping some pills, and next thing you know, they on Twitter and on Instagram talking shit.
Remember that weird ass shit? That weird ass shit. Lee Daniels said on Wendy Williams, saying how he keep his skin so yeah, if use baby's blood and laughing and shit. I'm like, you was a weirdo ass nigga, Lee Daniels. You gonna talk about how he keep his skin so young and all that? He use baby's blood and shit, and then gonna laugh and shit.
Oh,
Like
that's what that
nigga,
nigga said?
yeah, motherfucking Lee Daniels weird ass.
You know what he's
All right,
into.
all right. They gonna
Because even
Chrissy
when they
T.
make those types of jokes like that,
Right,
that's them, you know, showing their real colors.
all right,
Because you know them comedian roast, when they start roasting those celebrities, like the roast of Donald Trump and the roast of this motherfucker, the roast of that. You listen to those jokes.
right,
Listen to those jokes. Those jokes be truth. Listen how they was saying that Bob Saget was on some pedophilia shit on that Full House show.
right. Oh yeah, they write a lot of that shit into Nickelodeon and all that shit, and Disney and Nickelodeon. They always
Yeah,
write
but they come
pedophilia.
right out and say it in those
Yeah,
comedian
they
roasts
do.
though.
Yeah, they
They don't,
do.
it's not even hidden. Like it ain't even
Right,
like no hidden joke or like
right,
some shit you
right.
gotta figure out. They just straight up just
Straight up.
yep. And they be telling the truth.
Right,
That's what makes it funny to them. That they could get away with that shit in broad daylight in front
right.
of millions on the camera. And everybody else just laugh it off with them.
And they were like a tiny piece of human meat.
No. I think the only way
You wouldn't try a tiny bite?
No.
That nasty little Chinese little bitch, bro. Bring that shit back real quick. It's a nasty little broad, bro.
If you were at a very fancy restaurant and they were like a tiny piece of human meat.
No. I think the only way
You wouldn't try a tiny bite?
No.
Yeah, she be going to them clubs over there in LA and shit where they be
Yeah, me
serving.
neither.
Yeah, she go to them Jones, bro. Cause
I don't want
she
no
talk.
fucking human meat.
Yeah, like if you saying you wouldn't try. If you ask somebody else would they try, that means she already tried it. That means she already does that. She already do that.
Showing you that she's open-minded enough to go to step past that line if need to be.
Right, and be a fucking cannibal. Be a cannibal.
And like I said, I mean, if that's what niggas want to do, that's their business. It's the ethical
That's
way
true.
of doing it and the unethical way.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like we said, they got those cannibal clubs over there where people donate their dead bodies. They do it before they die. They donate their bodies to the club and they
mhm.
eat. Yeah, that's some nasty shit, bro.
Well, by
And then
the
they
way
got
she
the
said it,
unethical way that they do it with
right?
kidnapping and shit like that they
Yeah,
be doing. When what Nicki was saying, how they
right,
kidnap babies from other countries and doing this and doing that. She's right about that. They do be doing that type of shit. They've always done that. They've always done that type of shit. Like people have already testified against these cults out here that's into that.
right,
But the thing is, when powerful people do it, they barely ever get caught because they're not going to arrest themselves.
right.
And that's what that boils down to. But little Billy down the street who grew up, worshiping Satan in his bedroom, listening to Marilyn Manson or whoever else he's fucking with, go out there and do some shit. He's going to jail right away.
Right,
But if it's somebody in Epstein's group, a world leader or a powerful exec or a powerful politician or somebody, if they do that type stuff, it gets covered up. But Billy down the street, he get caught. That's the only
mhm.
way you know that stuff exists. Unless the whistleblowers come out and then they expose it, which have happened. Whistleblowers with inside the government have came out saying that they engage in those type of activities.
Right.
So it exists. Now,
Yeah,
Nikki, I hope you ain't have to do none of that shit for your success and you out here talking like you did it.
right.
I hope that's not the case. Yeah, we don't know who did.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not saying that she did or she didn't, but I'm just saying I hope. I mean, because they'd be out here talking like they don't do the same shit.
right,
That's another thing. Like Trump and the Biden, like Trump blaming the Biden administration for how the Epstein files didn't come out, and then and vice versa, and Biden blaming Trump for doing this and doing that, and trying to hit him with federal fed this and fed that. But his son out there, Biden's son out there committing crimes and getting pardoned for it. So it's like, what? They all do the same shit.
right.
They all do, they all do
Because it's a
the
club.
same
It's
shit.
it's because it's a club, and them things come along with that club. It's like joining a fraternity. Like you already know what you're doing when you joining Gamma Phi Gamma and shit like that. It's a certain thing that comes along, but joining a club and a fraternity. So you're gonna, yeah, I mean, you're gonna basically take on whatever goes on. You're gonna go through the whole ritual. You're gonna go through the whole thing that whatever club you join, you're gonna do whatever comes along with that shit, or you ain't gonna be in that club. That's simple. That's just how it goes. So the rules and regulations shit is already set forth. So you going into that world, you being prepped to go into that world, you already know what you getting yourself into. A lot of these people are grown ass adults that know what they getting themselves into.
Right.
Man, so there's no
Facts.
there's no confusion when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So a lot of these people that's being put in position definitely had to do some shit to get there because they're not just handing you over no position. You got to prove yourself when you join it. Just like you go through a fraternity, you gotta go through the hazing phase to prove yourself. The fuck you think these celebrities gotta do? They ain't just letting no outsider come into a club and just get to reap the benefits of being in that club without being hazed first.
Well, they call it the casting couch. They start you off there first. See
Right.
how far you take it on the casting couch. And
Facts.
you easy on the casting couch, then they might step it up another notch and do something else with you.
Right. You gotta be
Maybe
hazed in that industry. You gotta be hazed. That's why certain people only succeed to a certain, they hit a ceiling in their career because they ain't trying to go no further than what they already, you know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna be a big mega star and all that shit because they only going, you know, do certain things and be stuck at a certain level. But the rest of these motherfuckers that's claiming to be billionaires and all this other weird ass shit, they had to do something to get in that position. Literally.
hmm
I mean, if you gotta go through the hazing phase in college, what makes you think you ain't gotta go through a hazing phase to be in a billionaires club or be in a certain 100 millionaires club and shit like that? They
you go through a hazing phase before you get jumped into any fraternity, gang, or
ain't
organization like
fact,
that.
right? So what makes you think they ain't gotta go through that? It just all makes sense. Like it's
Yeah.
like that's just what it is.
And whatever you do, that ritual, they make sure they get it on camera just in case they need to blackmail you with it later.
Right? Facts.
So all these celebrities
Dirt on them.
yeah, that's in compromised positions.
The ones that's in position that's gatekeeping definitely got dirt on them. I don't understand how you would be put in a certain position where you have a lot of influence and shit, and you're not being and you ain't have to go through some type of hazing phase to even
Some
had to
funny
basically
business.
prove yourself, right?
You had to get weird.
You had to prove yourself.
You had to do some weird shit. You had to, yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna make it if you react like this.
Don't get fucking weird. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just asking a question. Don't get weird. I'm not, Tokyo. I'm not. I was just asking. Move, bitch.
See somebody talking like that on the casting couch,
Right.
they ain't gonna make it in the
Ain't gonna make
industry.
it.
Yeah, if
Right.
you talking like that on the cast, they got you on the casting couch and they're trying to get you in a compromised position and you react like that, you definitely ain't gonna make it into the $20 million
Right.
club.
Facts. That shit.
You is not gonna make it.
I mean, there's just too many people that didn't came out and said they didn't see shit. So it's like they didn't went to mansion parties and looked in certain rooms and seen like they didn't see shit. They didn't see people didn't be hazed out or hazed and glazed out.
Glazed out.
You know what I'm saying?
Hazed and glazed out.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas been hazed and glazed out, bro. Like
Hazed and glazed.
it is what it
Dazed.
is.
They was dazed, hazed,
I mean,
and glazed.
if you got niggas freaky ass niggas like Harvey Weinstein in position that couldn't get bitches growing up, but then got put in position where he can get all the bitches he want because of his status and power. What you think a nasty ass nigga like that gonna do with that influence and power, bro? And this the type niggas be running the world, niggas that couldn't get bitches growing up, bro. So they had to,
Oh
they had to,
man.
they had to, get put in position so they can get all the bitches they want. So they gonna use that power, bro. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like that's the thing. It's not other than that. That's what it is. So a lot of these niggas you see in position got put there, bro. They work to get there, but yeah, you had to work according to how, the order that was set for you to get to that position. You know what I mean? It's an order that you gotta follow to even get in that position. So and that's for anything.
There's a new world order you gotta follow.
Right. That's for anything. So it's requirements that come with those positions that you gotta fill. So a lot of these niggas in position had to do a lot of shit to fill those positions up, bro. You know what I mean?
Pause. Oh, did he?
Pause. and this is a constant cycle. But now that day is over with now, since they going into a whole new artificial intelligence digital space, a lot of that shit ain't even required no more. Because they, artificial intelligence is they leaning more on artificial intelligence. So they don't really need none of this shit no more. None of what these celebrities and these big influencers, they don't need these niggas no more.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal. Yo, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. If you haven't, man, shop with us at nightdateherbals.com. Make sure you like this video, share this live stream with your folks. Yeah, I mean, we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe to Night and Day Network LLC, because we be going live over there with more in-depth conversations and shit. So make sure y'all check us out over there. Watch the live stream we did last night. Catch the replay of that when we did last night on Night and Day Network.
Some powerful
LLC.
shit.
Yeah, we was on some shit. Then we went over to Epstein, the Epstein leak interview with Epstein and shit. So make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah, we want to thank y'all for supporting the shop too. nightanddateherbals.com. We got the best herbal products, natural products, skincare, hair care, CBD products.
Yeah, shout out to y'all that been shopping with us, man.
So check us out at nightanddateherbals.com. It's pinned to the top of the chat, and it'll be in the description of this video. Also, you can scan the QR code on your screen,
right,
and get to the shop that way.
What'd you say? Jade America said we don't want Hollywood no more. Nah, nobody really buying into that shit. That's why the movie theaters and shit, nobody be really showing up for shit. Yo, see Melania Trump try to come out with a documentary worldwide. Motherfuckers didn't even show up for that, John, bro. Nobody want to watch. What the fuck they
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares about that, bro. Nobody watching a Melania Trump documentary.
Now the new wave is streaming. People's watch streamers all day now.
Yeah, she'd have better all just putting that shit on Netflix. Like she was better. She probably got people watching if she just threw it on Netflix or Amazon or some shit like that. Ain't nobody going out to no movie theater to see no goddamn Melania Trump documentary. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Bro. That shows you there a little. That gives you a little glimpse right there to show you how arrogant they think they is, where they think they can still move accordingly and shit. Nah, ain't nobody buying it. You know what I mean, they said 3 people showed up to watch it worldwide. About 2-3 people.
2 or 3 people worldwide.
Worldwide.
What the hell?
Yep, worldwide, bro.
2 or 3 people worldwide. So you mean tell me out of billions of people, only 2 or 3 people showed up?
Yep, nobody wanted to do that shit.
No way,
They didn't
bro.
want to see that shit, bro.
No way.
Way. Nobody wanted to see it, bro. It's just not interesting. It's not interesting, bro. She should have just threw that shit on Prime TV.
Maybe she should have got Nicki Minaj in there. People would have probably watched it then. Have Nicki Minaj dance with that little Trump card in her hand and rapping about the Trump card.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Yeah, you have her ass on there, twerking with the Trump card in her hand or something on the documentary.
All right, feature doc. That shit went straight to Yeah, that shit ain't even go to DVD. That shit went straight to VHS. That shit went to a projector, old ass projector from the 60s. Nah, I ain't lying. Nah, we ain't lying, Bruce. They reported and said nobody showed up.
Don't say y'all, cause I ain't even know that shit.
Nah, we ain't lying, bro.
That's
go
crazy,
check, bro. Go check the reports, bro.
2 or 3 people though, out of
bro. They said nobody showed up. Worldwide, nobody showed up for that
only
shit.
2 or 3 people showed up to watch the documentary.
They said nobody showed up for that shit.
Bro,
that
2
might
or
be
3 people out of the whole world, bro.
Yeah, nobody wanted to see it, bro. I ain't lying. Yeah, tell them subliminal frequency. I ain't lying. Nobody
3
wanted
people
to see
showed
that
up
shit.
out of what? How many people on Earth, y'all? What they claiming?
Well,
numbers.
Well, it ain't
7
about
billion people.
Just where they was, screening it at, whatever country and whatever parts, the countries and shit like that. They were screaming. It wasn't screaming like in all the countries, just wherever they, but
Well, when you
nobody
say
showed up.
worldwide, when you
Yeah,
say
no, but I'm
worldwide,
saying,
yeah, you think that
yeah, it's still
worldwide,
worldwide.
nobody
It's still,
showed up.
bro, it's still
Worldwide,
internationally nobody showed up for that
that
shit,
is
bro.
insane.
Nobody watched it.
Then maybe you just had bad promotion because I ain't know nothing about it. Well, it ain't like if I did know about it, like I would watch that
Watch
shit
it, right?
because I wouldn't. So
Exactly,
yeah, you right.
exactly. So you and hundreds of other millions of people with it feel the same way. Yeah, see, subliminally said
Niggas
that
is
shit
just
made.
not interested.
It said it made less than 2 million. Yeah, see, it's nobody want to watch it. It's just not interesting, bro. She not interested enough to watch. Now, if it was a movie on Michelle Obama, that shit probably did numbers because she more popular than Melania. They probably even showed up to watch some shit about Kamala.
Kamala.
Yeah, about Kamala. They would have showed up for Kamala and shit.
I don't even think they would show up for that, fam.
Yeah, they would.
I'm gonna
People
be
would.
real
Yeah,
with you.
people would show up to watch Kamala.
I don't know,
It might
man.
not be no astronomical numbers, but
I,
it'd be
I
more than
don't even.
people
I
that.
don't think she gonna do better than the 2 million. That
Nah, she'd do better than Melania, bro.
I don't even know.
I ain't make no fucking noise out here. Yeah, that John ain't making no noise.
Subliminal says she rather
All
see
right,
a Captain
Captain
Crunch
Crunch.
documentary. God damn.
Right. A documentary on how Captain Crunch is made and shit. Right. Yeah, how
Yeah,
Captain
nobody
Crunch
ain't interested
explored
in
the
watching.
7 seas of milk. Pause. All right. Yeah, there ain't nobody showing up for that shit. But yeah, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. How long we been on this, John?
Two.
Yeah, about to get up off of this, John, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Like we said, we be going live on the Night Day network, John. So make sure y'all check us out over there
Put y'all notificate. Make sure y'all notifications are turned on also
on both channels.
on both channels.
Yeah,
For
because they
sure.
be trying to dupe niggas out of the goddamn notifications, man. So if you ain't, even if reset it, like hit the bell button and reset the damn notifications if you have to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that because yeah, the
Oh, it said made
notifications
over.
jump
Oh, it
off.
said it made over 7 million opening up the weekend on Amazon. That's still low numbers though. 7 million
Man,
for
that's
for
shit. That's high numbers for an independent, John. How much did she? How
nah,
much did she
shit.
spend to make it though?
Right now they saying 7. Yeah, they probably trumped them numbers up. No,
Yeah,
no
that's
pun
probably
intended.
no pun intended.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that
trumped
now
them
they do
numbers
be
up.
doing that.
Yeah,
They be
they
putting the
trumped
numbers up just so more people, so they can make people
more
think
people
more
watch it. Right,
interested in it. Yeah.
right. And and even if they did, even if it did, do a little.
Now
Yeah,
7 million is good. Is good for an independent. 7 million
yeah. If
in
you
the
spend a
first
couple
week.
100,000 to make it, yeah, you 7 million. Yeah, that's
7 million
profit.
in
That's
the first
profit.
week on Amazon is a good number. Damn good for an
Oh, Jay,
independent project that you know what I mean that you
You
trying to
plan to
put that much
watch it?
bread into.
Oh, you want to watch it to see what's being said? Yeah, right. They could be saying some shit in that joint, but I don't give a
Who
fuck
could
if
be
they
saying
did.
some shit in that?
I don't give a fuck if they did. I ain't watching that shit. I'm not like really interested in watching nothing about no Melania Trump. Yeah, that shit ain't really. I'm good on that. Oh, they spent 75 million in total. Yeah, that's possible. If they spent that much to make that joint, and they only that shit is a flop. Flop. All right, y'all. We gonna get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all coming through and rocking out with us, man. And we catch y'all on the next one, man. Anything else you want to say
Yeah,
to
we
the
definitely
people?
appreciate y'all, man.
All right.
9dayherbals.com. Y'all want to support what we doing here? Make sure y'all head over to 9dayherbals.com. We got the best natural products on the market. We got hair care, skincare products, CBD, You know what I mean? A lot of other stuff. So check us out over there and make sure y'all sign up to the newsletter when y'all get
Yeah,
over
do
there.
the newsletter, right?
And
All
we
right,
got
y'all.
discounts and shit we giving out on there. So make sure y'all hit us up on there. I mean, and look on our other platforms, Night and Day Network on all the platforms.
Right.
Follow us and subscribe to us.
On that note, yep.
Introducing the Night and Day Self-Care Collection. Pure herbal soap and body oil, crafted from high-quality natural ingredients. nightandayherbals.com.
Self-care starts here. Pure herbal soap, luxury body oil, high-quality natural ingredients. Shop the self-care collection now at nightandayherbals.com.